Alright, so we are up to day 182, going through my old journal. The quote for today says, "And suddenly you just know it's time to start something new and trust the magic of new beginnings." So this sounds up my alley. It says, "Is it time for you to start something new? If so, what are you thinking about starting?" So if you're following along, you might just pause and take a minute to think about how you might respond to that. And let's see what I wrote. I said yes, which doesn't surprise me. So I said, "I'm definitely ready to start something new, but have felt somewhat stuck in my current position for the last couple of years. I know I could be working towards something new in the meantime while I'm finishing my PhD, but I don't feel like I'm organized or responsible enough to juggle multiple things at once. I've tried a few times to get into different things, but ultimately stopped due to feeling overwhelmed. And when I would start to focus on new things, my work or studies would start to slip, leaving me feeling too stressed and anxious to enjoy anything. Even on vacations, I would struggle to relax and enjoy myself. Thankfully, I think I found a way to build habits that will help me get to a place where I'll have the time to start something new." This is true. There's so many ideas for things I want to try. I can't wait to get started on them, but I know I need to have my priorities in line before I follow through with any of them. But soon I should be in a better place where I can devote an hour or two a week. So yeah, that was one thing I wanted to do. I thought, like, if I can get to a place where I'm caught up with work, I'm caught up with school, everything's going great, then maybe if I have ideas, I'd like to be able to have like an hour or two a day or a couple of hours a week to like kind of work out these plans for these new things. But so far that hasn't happened yet. And I feel like too, like getting into my dissertation now, like at that time, whenever this was, if it was the last couple of years, I was probably taking classes. I have one more class left, and this class this semester is it's not really a class, it's more like a big project that we do. You're supposed to work with a group to put together a community service project and have like a report at the end. So it's not really like a regular class, but I still feel like if I was like trying to work on something else, that I would feel like, well, that time I'm spent on that, I should be working on my dissertation. So I don't know, we'll see where that goes, but I guess I am kind of like doing two things at once now with me starting to work out and work towards like doing a bodybuilding competition. So yeah, I guess I am doing that. I'm doing two things at once. I'm, getting my work and school done, and then I'm, working out. That's true. Yeah, I'm spending about an hour, hour and a half a day focusing on doing that. And so hopefully whenever I finish my dissertation, shortly after, I can do a bodybuilding show. And then if I wanted to jump off and do like something to do with fitness, I'll have that under my belt to be able to do that. But then like just yesterday, I just had this idea of like wanting to start like a composting business. I don't know, there's so many ideas that I have that I want to jump into, but I know that I need to finish this. I know I will regret it if I just kind of stop. I almost did. I've mentioned this a few times, like back in 2001 in the fall, like I almost just gave up on my PhD and work, and I just told my boss, like I'm gonna stick it through one more semester, but I'm just letting you know, like I'm gonna try, and thankfully I came out of that and things are better now, but yeah, I do want to finish this up, and then hopefully I can start something new. But I think I need to be realistic in that whatever I start new, it has to have a time limit on it, because I'm not good at like getting locked into something long term. So I have a lot of thoughts, a lot of ideas. So we'll just see what happens over the next year or two as I start to finish up this PhD, I guess. Anyway, that's what I have for that day. And I will be back tomorrow with day 183.